In this video, on my continued search for stillness, we are at the Mii Amo Destination Spa in Sedona, Arizona for the next 4 days. Wherever you are,
I'm afraid of being kidnapped.
whomever you are,
Terrible happens to him that's out of his control.
whatever is going on around you,
I'm fearful of my husband.
and with all the thoughts going on in your head, you too can find the peace that comes from stillness. You simply need to sit down and search within. Hey, it's Kladouris, and welcome to this episode, and thank you for sharing the journey and search for stillness with me. Today, I'm coming to you from Mii Amo in Sedona, Arizona, which is a magical place. I've spent the last 4 days here, and with all experiences, right, I try to go in without an expectation and just see what comes to me, and in my search for stillness, always clarity comes through. So there's no difference this time. I hope you're enjoying your search for stillness. So let's talk about the last 4 days. When I tell people I'm just coming back to Mii Amo, the normal comments of, you're gonna spend that much money again, or why are you doing that again? Or isn't that a waste of 4 days? Or right, how do you have time to do that? And really, yes, all those reasons why other people wouldn't take the time, but being dedicated to my search for stillness and knowing deep down it's time well spent and is beneficial to me as a person, as a professional, and in all aspects of my life. So it's really important for me to make time for that. And now that I've spent 4 days here, I feel much better, rejuvenated. I highly recommend a trip down here if you are inclined. I would say it reminds me a lot of my videos on silence. So if you want to check out the video on comparing 1 day to 7 days, there's a link here. And in that video, I share the difference between, spending 36 hours in silence versus spending 5 days. But the interesting thing about both of those journeys and retreats is that there's a day to transition into the space of stillness, and then there's a day to come out. And very similar to that, arriving here, right, I arrive a day early, really soak into the environment that is Sedona, and then start my journey. And then obviously there's a day to transition out. So these journeys take more time than one would suspect. The first day, right, you get here and there's a lot going on, and you're still trying to transition from travel and all of that goes into it, and really find your stillness and space. Day 2.5, sink into the stillness, the energy. And it was interesting that as I reflected back on my earlier treatments, the one that I thought I didn't like the most is actually the one that, as I look back, was one of the most beneficial. Right, in the moment, right, being present, those minor little daily habits, or right, building the layers and setting those building blocks up really could be beneficial. And so, right, having an intention while you're here, or while I'm here, to really experience what is around me, take the information that's given to me, and find a way to use it, be more successful, create more stillness in my life. And when you're on that path and you get validation or hear it from outside people that don't know you, and it's interesting and provides that energy to keep going and to keep filming and to keep going on retreat and continuing to market and continuing to help people and doing all those things that I do and we all do. So it's interesting in that respect. And I have pages of journal notes from while I was here, and I'm sure you've seen photos of me, or probably still here, of me journaling, because there's just so much information that comes out of you and so much thought that comes from that stillness. And it's these moments that reiterate to me the importance of stillness. And I'm being a little quiet today because I am staying in the spa. So you don't want to be super loud and animated, because, well, that's just distracting to everybody. I hope this, going on these specials and doing these retreats and sharing them with you, help you on your path and your journey for stillness, helps you in your search. I tell you, it is worth it. Keep pushing forward, even if you don't feel you're making that many strides or there's not that much change. It all adds up. It's all beneficial. And just keep chugging along. Look at those daily habits. Take time to go to retreat. Find your stillness, and it will be good. I will see you in the next video. It's time to pack up and go home.